we're going to be leaning into the bit of the meme here. So, for today's death battle, which after the fall is kind of being independently funded through Kickstarter, I think, if I'm not mistaken, on Patreon and shit like that. But fuck me, really cool YouTube channel, does really cool shit. So we lead into the memes in the new video with Marvel Snap apparently, but actually Among Us versus Fall Guys. Of all the memes that could happen, of all the fights and mythical matchups that they could have gone with, Fall Guys meet versus Among Us. So, if you don't know what Death Battle is, basically they are generally a channel that does hypothetical fan fights, fan fights. A lot of research into it, whether or not people agree with the research and agree with the outcomes and their findings. Still really cool, really fun to watch, and generally really well animated fights after their whole research segment. And pretty dope little YouTube channel. Well, not little. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying little for. Me with my little measly amount of subscribers, and then with fucking 6.13 million. But yeah, so we're going to be doing that. Also, them talking about Marvel Snap. I was so fucking addicted to that game at a stage. Then fell out of touch with it. That was a fun game. Pretty sure it's still a fun little game on your phone. Shout out to that game as well. That fucking... I was so addicted that it was fun.
The year was 2020. The long wait as we all experienced the most viral sensation in recent years. It was Among Us.
Yeah, I was a bit worried when they brought up Fall Guys. Not that Fall Guys did badly at all, but fucking COVID and Among Us. I think two of the most synonymous things. I don't think I'm allowed to say that, but hey.
Fall Guys was the biggest news that year. He's whiz.
I do not think anyone agrees with that statement.
I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and...
Also, they're going to now go into this, analyze their weapons, armor, and skills, whatever nonsense. What the fuck do the guys in Fall Guys, these little beans just fall? I don't think I've ever stabbed a motherfucker. At least in, Fall Guys, you stab a motherfucker.
and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Also, I can imagine that is an actual mod and not them just animating the background in fucking Fall Guys in Among Us.
In the lonely dark of space, aboard a malfunctioning vessel, a peculiar crew of...
Okay. They never used to... Okay, well, first of all, in the old videos, they never used to have these animated pieces. Okay, fair enough, they used to use media from the properties. So, like, actual videos and edits and stuff of the actual properties, like the animated movies was, for example, DC, or the animes for animes. They never made really cool animated pieces, so if they're adding these in, that is pretty dope.
Bean-shaped astronauts must work together to save their souls from a quiet demise.
Tons of stuff.
Why did it be a... Was it a fucking spaghetti monster? Or, and fucking anime character's wet dream. Either way you look at it.
Could go wrong at any moment, and it's up to these colorful clowns to fix it. Impressive, since their spacesuits don't seem to have any arms.
Oh, that's not actually a suit. That's just how they are.
Wait, what?
So, they actually don't have arms. That can't be a real thing.
Oh, why?
More on that later. The tasks they undertake
What do you mean more later? How do you leave them on that fucking cliffhanger if they just don't have arms?
to save their ship require...
I thought that was just like the lack of, I don't know, depth of it being a little game that you can play on your phone. I know it's not essentially a mobile game, but mobile capable game.
varying degrees of difficulty and skill. It may not take much to reconnect some wires in the cafeteria, but it certainly does to clear asteroids when your ship is moving faster than light.
Okay. It's going to be some liberties
That's
taken.
not a suit. Then why do they have a cafeteria?
Also, okay, I did not read all this. All it pops out on me on the side was 18 marketable colors. Like, are you going to be the purple one, or the red one, or the green one, or the teal one, or the blue one? And opportunity to make really good merch.
When they don't have a mouth.
At any point, these creatures must draw
That's a very good point. And the fact that you see them eating there.
from medical training, electrical skills, and mechanical know-how.
Oh yeah, they just fucking literally, like, have every skill known to man.
Okay, but it's total chaos, so teamwork is key. They gotta spread out and trust that while they're all swiping cards, they have each other's backs, right?
Well, success is always uncertain, as though fate has
I actually don't know if these were edited by them, like these little shorts, or if it was there's like an Among Us YouTube channel they stole these from, or someone that decided to actually make these.
placed some external force that stands between this species and their survival.
There's an imposter among them! I mean, among us! But not us, though, right, Wiz? Right?
For the 9th time, I'm not an imposter.
That's just what an imposter would say! They're shape-shifting aliens! They could be anyone! Or any mad scientist in a lab coat!
The imposter threatens the pack and pushes them towards extinction by any means necessary. Anything from damaging lights to wrecking
They don't have arms and don't have mouths. Maybe extinction's not the worst thing I've ever heard of for them.
the ship's reactor.
Which can be tricky to fix in time, even though imposters are naturally skilled at crawling through the vents. The crewmates need special engineer training to do the same, so not all of them can...
So are they going to hybridize all the all the Among Us and all their skills? Like, oh, engineers can climb through vents, fucking shapeshift. Okay, shapeshift can shapeshift, like all the other fucking extra things they added.
All while the imposters conceal their motivations and infiltrate the herd. The others always know something isn't right, and the imposters use that paranoia to motivate their prey into ejecting each other into space. Just for being kinda sus.
Oh god, I was waiting for them to bring it up at some point. They're gonna have to drop the sus.
Yeah, Wiz is the imposter.
He does seem to know an awful lot about these aliens. And just to put it out there, it isn't me.
That's a good point. Have you ever heard him say sus?
No, what do you
What
mean?
kind of logic
Knowing
is
a
that?
lot is literally my job.
I can Ear canals.
Ah, jeez, fix your mic, dummy.
I agree with the metal bowling ball.
Well, I knew the sussy.
They understood him, so that's
from the
impressive.
start. And again, just to be very clear, it isn't me.
Same here.
Oh, come on. Anyone could be the imposter, Boomstick. It's completely random.
Random starts with R and so does... Oh, I know who it is. It's always the red one.
Wait, what? But it isn't me.
I feel like that is the logic found in majority of games of Among Us. Is fucking R and your name starts with R, so it must be you.
Oh, right. There's usually 2 imposters.
Dear God.
The imposters aren't just tricksters. They're also hunters. Bloodhounds tracking and assassinating crewmates when they least
I feel like that's a bit of a stretch, but sure.
expect it.
They'll snap their necks, stab them with a knife, shoot them with a desert eagle.
He had hands. I'm just saying, hands came out. He needed hands to snap the neck, stab, and fucking use a gun. Unless it's the imposters that have limbs that they hide so well.
Or use their freaking tongues to impale their faces. Oh, God. Right through the visor.
They may look like they're wearing spacesuits, but
Power
that's
Rangers?
not a visor. That is their actual face. Examining their
I'm so
cross-section reveals
confused.
their insides always match the color of their bodies, and that they are comprised of exactly one large bone, which must mean their ability to walk is entirely muscle-based. Their whole anatomy
Damn, like they must be fucking mad in a squat rack. Motherfuckers be squatting like fucking seriously.
is one unsolvable mystery.
Ew. They've got human toes, buff arms for no reason, and can stretch like Mr. Fantastic? What are these freaky things?
No one knows. They don't even exist within the same realm of mortality as you or I. Even
I'm
if
so
one of them is
confused.
killed or ejected into the lifeless void of space, they return as a ghost, invisible, incorporeal, unable to communicate with the living, but nonetheless still among us.
Even beyond death, they can plot the demise of other crew.
Or become guardian angels for the living by literally shielding them.
That's gotta be one tough shield, because remember that Desert Eagle they holster? Apparently, that thing also fires a laser that can rip apart
sorry?
planets. Good God!
When the fuck did they get that technology? I'm pretty sure they can just put a hole through the entire fucking spacecraft and then that's problem solved.
To split this planet apart like that would need over 10 non-million tons of TNT.
Non-million. Whatever the fuck, however many zeros that is.
So
Never mind. They're going to tell us how many series it is.
You'd have to multiply 1 billion by 1 billion twice.
More than enough to annihilate Earth over 160 million times, which seems like overkill for the space vampires they were fighting.
Right, the crew has crossed over
Why? Just why?
with a variety of other universes. Fortnite, Vampire Survivors, Space Warlord,
I remember some Vampire Survivors crossover.
Organ Trading Simulator, the classics.
Including this Henry Stickmin guy. Apparently, he's a kleptomaniac with a surprisingly wide and wacky arsenal all the crew can have.
Desert Eagle-eyed crewmates will find Henry's weapons throughout the ship, like a banana bomb, a teleporter, a ninja star, and a magic pencil that
So they're going to give them these as weapons.
can bring drawings to life.
These creepy Teletubbies can sketch whatever they want into existence,
I don't feel like calling them Teletubbies. It's a bit of an insult to Teletubbies. Teletubbies are sacred.
and they're suddenly everywhere I look now. Where's these little trash can people are freaking me out.
In a strange way, all of this makes sense for this fascinating species. In the face of insurmountable odds, something inside tells them to band together no matter what.
Well, normally it's the premise of the entire game, and that's why you're playing, to try win.
To use all the tools available and try to survive again and again. On a ship, on strange planets, anywhere they may be, in spite of anything that may be going on in the world. They either fix what's broken or face certain doom. But no matter what, they do it together.
Together! Yeah!
Well, that was one way.
Ooh! Welcome to the bright, colorful world of the Blunder Dome! Natural habitat to these lovable little beings known as the Fall Guys, who race each other through fun playgrounds with nothing but
Okay, maybe the stuff from Fall Guys was... Fall Guys. From Among Us was Among Us content or Among Us made videos.
clear skies above.
And not the actual Death Battle animating, which is very disappointing. But also, if they did that, that would have been absolutely insane after they got fucking effectively their parent company closed.
These lively obstacle courses showcase their inherent skills and abilities. As if drawn by natural instinct, they hurtle over barriers together and pass through various tests of strength, agility, and mental fortitude.
And it's pretty impressive considering how elaborate these bounce house courses get. How do these weebles wobble through it?
With a
Like, what
shot
powers are they gonna
of
come
a
up with for
powerful
these
mastery
guys?
that otherwise hasn't been seen since 2006. But honestly, not many of the beans make it. And only one can be crowned the winner before everything starts all over again.
Which makes for some very friendly competition. Like survival of the fittest, but for a bunch of candy grimaces. They'll grab, shove, and slam it
Also, Grimace Shake is out. Still have not had a chance to taste it. I really want to go taste the Grimace Shake.
to each other to make it out on top.
Completely irrelevant point, but I just feel like that's a very important fact to know in life.
Or even roll up into a ball and launch across the course. Self-preservation be damned.
And over time, the beans have evolved to higher levels of, let's call it imagination. The engineer Digi invented the creative device so the beans could start making and designing new obstacles and challenges for themselves, as well as additional tools
Okay. Not sure that helps them in a fight, but
like
got you.
wrecking balls, wind-up boxes for punching foes, and even translators that make their nonsense.
Is this gonna be a case of they won't really be able to kill anyone, but they can't die either? Like, at what point is it just that, well, fuck, they won't die, and anything can happen to them, and they're gonna be fine, so they're gonna win whatever fight they're gonna be in, because they're just basically indestructible.
Language intelligible.
But even at their
Genuinely hope that is not the outcome. Because if it is, I've just ruined it.
best, they're still just flinging themselves over these obstacles like a bunch of drunken lemmings.
This
Lemmings? Shout out to fucking my childhood. And by childhood, I mean way too young to even understand how to play Lemmings, and they just mainly died because I didn't know how to use all the tools or what the point of the game really was. Replay Lemmings at some point.
species seems to have a biological urge to navigate these courses for one singular purpose.
Money.
That
Fame.
crown.
Power.
If I could be king for a day, I'd push you off a cliff right now.
Very
I mean,
funny.
fair.
Get away from me.
Things in the Blunder Dome can get wild. We've seen these goobers get smacked by giant mallets and fall into actual hot lava, but they always pop back up at the
Actual hot lava. Okay.
qualification stage later, completely unharmed. somehow.
These remarkable creatures have demonstrated some dumbfounding durability, such as getting struck by meteors. That's a hit anywhere from 18 tons of TNT to 15 kilotons. But they still get right back up to Rube Goldberg themselves straight through another obstacle course.
On top of that, they were hit with the Big Bang and came out the other side
Is every single thing been in Fortnite?
completely fine. Wait, what? Did I just say the Big Bang? Why do we even mention the meteor? Who cares? Their suits are basically indestructible.
Boomstick, I hate to tell you this.
No,
Not suits.
Those aren't really...
don't say it.
Those aren't actually suits. That's their skin.
Oh, man.
Well, at least, I mean, that's pretty cool if their skin is that customizable. I don't mind waking up tomorrow and deciding to be a fucking hot dog.
People were getting weird back in 2020. Didn't they have better things to do?
With only arms, legs, and eyes, there must be some genetic mechanism inside the beans that causes them to be self-sustaining. Though after some dissection,
Drugs, lots and lots of drugs.
it's unclear. This is
That looks like a chicken. Well, you asked for this official... Oh, fuck, okay. That's official law. They're also fucking 6 feet. 6 feet. So, they also, apart from being whatever the fuck skeleton that is, they are pretty intimidating to every guy out there. There's 6... Basically, every woman's wet dream.
an official image, by the way.
I don't know what's more upsetting, that skeleton or the fact that these jelly beans are 6 friggin' feet tall.
Imagine bumping into this thing in a dark alleyway. No, thank you.
Well, I mean, I think you would at least see it.
So, this means when you start the game, you're just flat out naked? Just swinging away, beans in the wind.
Strange such nakedness would be allowed.
I mean, dick out, so sounds okay. Maybe it's in a pouch?
Considering what's actually happening is the Fall Guys are contestants in a non-stop 24/7 game show, the ultimate knockout. Yeah, that's what's actually happening here. So what might be misconstrued as some sort of migration cycle is really a brutal, never-ending gauntlet.
I'm sorry, who did not think that the whole premise was it's a game show? How was this a revelation? I'm pretty sure this was just what everyone... You can't tell me anyone didn't see this and thought, hey, they're basically just contestants in a game show. What the fuck? That's the whole premise of the game. You can't tell me people did not think that.
That takes advantage of their tunnel vision.
So, it's like the Truman Show mixed with Wipeout and Naked and Afraid.
Well, you know,
Whatever, they're
Takeshi's
being
Castle.
colorful cartoon beans.
And they survive to keep playing the game no matter what. The game makers have said that when the beans fall to their death, they feel a moment of displacement, serenity, zen.
Fall to their death, and now they're trying to describe them doing what exactly?
Detachment from all worldly and physical bonds. Then they pop back onto the podium to celebrate their achievements. That's an official quote.
They've also said they're strong enough to rip someone in half and can stretch their bodies so
Rip someone, not
Then
the
they pop
fuck.
back onto the podium to oh god, the Twitter feats.
Oh yeah! January 18th, 2022, 9:14 a.m. The Fall Guy stretched so far, he exited the universe as we know it, and then he
Well.
kept going.
Speaking of universes, the Fall Guys have seen dozens of guest stars from other stories and have learned from their cultures, like flying around in the TARDIS of Dr.
TARDIS.
Who, wielding He-Man's power sword, launching
That's
Ryu's
very
iconic Hadouken, or even just becoming Pac-Man. They just become Pac-Man. They're Pac-Man now.
Wiz, I know we've seen some crazy things
Where the
on
fuck
the
did
show,
Scooby-Doo
but
come
these
from?
6 feet tall jelly bean monsters eat food through their feet. What are we about to rot upon the
I'm pretty
world?
sure that would be someone's
Mutant
very
colorful
much wet
reality
dream.
and endless
I'm
void
thinking a
of
lot about wet dreams, and I'm kind of worried about what mental space I'm probably in to be saying that.
darkness and despair, revelations of disturbances too catastrophic for the human mind to process. A vicious cycle on this blue marble surrounded by mouthless, dead-eyed beans.
Pretty much.
Ah, cool. Let's see them fight.
Sounds good.
Wiz, you gotta play that mobile game with all the superheroes and the cool art.
Oh, are you talking about Marvel Snap?
Yeah, that one. The card collecting game.
It's more than that. Marvel Snap is a fast-paced dueling card game. Easy and
So we're gonna skip through
Hundreds of
this.
cards and
this guy I'm playing.
Steam.
Legitimately, actually, pretty fun game. I was addicted to that for quite a while.
Or visit marvelsnap.com to learn more. All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
I don't know how this is a fight. How the fuck are they? Is Among Us gonna manage to kill the people from Fall Guys. Even if they every other one of their stats and abilities is better, how the fuck they're gonna kill them? Well, it wasn't the red one. Huh? Is this just the whole thing just a literal meme? There's no act. I'm not sure what's happening. When I said embrace the meme, it might be legitimately much more of a meme than I thought it was going to be. I guess that means Fall Guys win. It's the red one all along. At this point, I'm just lost. What the fuck is even going on? I'm just saying this animation goes hard, but I'm so confused what is even happening at this point. What is this? I don't know if you're going to be putting that in your head after all of that.
This is my new favorite show. Move over, chimp crazy.
We broke this down into 3 categories.
That was actually such a cool
Offense,
animation.
defense, and the bizarre. Let's start with offense.
I mean, the bogus among us could blow up planets, not to mention moving faster than light to hit all those planets in one shot. It's kinda out there, but no Fall Guy has ever done anything like that. The crewmates clearly get the edge in offense.
Though that impressive power matters less when we look at defense.
Well, they're just
It's
fucking
crazy how much
indestructible.
damage the Fall Guys can walk off. They survived anything their course threw at them, took hits from meteors, and most importantly, survived the Big Bang. You know, the explosion that blew the whole frickin' universe into existence. Easy edge for the bumbling beans.
We can even go a step further. Both of these creatures have demonstrated various forms of invulnerability and death negation, like how the Fall Guys could always pop back up for another round, or how the crewmates became ghosts when they die. However,
Well, they were
only
still
the Fall
dead,
Guys
though.
had a viable counter. Only the Fall Guys could ensure that their foe stays dead.
Pac-Man, they can become Pac-Man. You know, it's go.
That is such a stretch. I actually fucking love that. That is such a stretch. It is the weirdest reasoning and justification I've ever heard, but that is actually such a dope reason.
Brilliant.
Which leads us to the truly
That is
bizarre
fucking
stuff
brilliant.
about both of these beanie freaks.
They could both stretch their bodies to absurd lengths, but only the Fall Guys stretch beyond the observable universe in a matter of minutes. In fact, if we take these posting times literally, that would mean the Fall Guys can stretch at speeds over a quadrillion times faster than light.
I don't know, Wiz. That feels like a bit of a stretch. Wink.
I was waiting for the pun. You knew the pun was coming.
The crewmates did have plenty of answers to the Fall Guys' hijinks, like a magic pencil sword to fight off He-Man's power sword, or how they could potentially hack Digi's creations.
But the overwhelming amount of stuff that the Fall Guys have access to just dwarfs the Among Us crew's arsenal. I mean, Hadoukens, TARDIS, just the tip of the iceberg. Yeah,
TARDIS
the
piece was also
spaceship
really
crew
cool.
had a few deadlier weapons among them, but the Fallen Guys had too many options that could not be countered.
The crewmates may have been cunning and dangerous, but the one-track-minded Fall Guys just wouldn't go down.
Making sure the losers of
Actually kind of called that and I kind of feel bad.
this fight were no longer Among Us.
Another pun.
Oh no, we never found the second
And don't think I didn't realize there was a pun in the middle of that, the whole thing either way. He said Among Us as well, or Among Them.
imposter.
Ah, damn it! I knew that stupid robot was sus.
Sigh. So embarrassing.
The winner is the Fall Guys. And me.
Next
Ooh, next time. The intern wins.
time on Death Battle.
That's okay, well that's God of War. Is that, yeah, it's fucking Asura. Yeah, that one is going to be pretty dope as well. That looks cool. What was I saying? That was a really good video. That was actually really cool. Very meme heavy, which a lot of them aren't as meme heavy, but they always tend to give out a bang of a meme one, like fucking Saitama versus Chuck Norris, I think was one. There was a few cool meme videos. But yeah, that was really cool. The animation on that was fucking great. I was actually really impressed by that. It's a lot better than a lot of their old stuff. All other stuff under Rooster Teeth that wasn't that long ago, in fairness. But yeah, we'll link in the description below like always. We'll post it also in chat. As well, yeah, that was a really dope video. Check it out, give it a like. And what the guys from Death Battle. Really cool stuff. And yeah.